Hey guys, it's Amber. So today I'm going to be doing a huge drugstore haul, which I think is huge. It's huge for me. It doesn't look that huge. But all this stuff is from Walgreens and from Walmart. I wasn't able to find everything that was on my wish list, but I did find quite a few items. But I did have to go to several stores because the stuff just got picked over. You guys just know what's good, so you go out there and buy it all. But so these items are going to be like holy grail items. So these are items that I've heard talked about again and again and again. Things people have just raved about that I've never owned, that I'm like, why don't I have this? And there are also going to be some new items that I've seen reviews on lately that I'm like, yes, I think I need to try that. So these aren't going to be like new products that I'm just like introducing to you for the first time. I typically don't do like what's new at the drugstore and stuff, just because I can't afford to just go out and spend hundreds of dollars on drugstore makeup every month. But you know, for those who can, they have their channels. And for me, I don't remember the last time I did a drugstore haul. Besides e.l.f., it was like seriously, I don't know, a year? This is not something I do very often, so I'm super excited because this is like a rare treat for me. So let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, so first off, let's start off with some items I've heard talked about again and again that I think are just some favorite standards here on YouTube, and I just decided that it was time for me to have them. The first of all would be the Wet n Wild Color Icon Reserve Your Cabana. So this is marketed as a bronzer. Obviously, it's not a bronzer. It's more of like a setting powder. A lot of people like to use this just for a nice matte highlight and to set under the eyes. And it's cheap, and I just thought, you know, why not give it a try, see what the fuss is all about. So I decided to pick this up. Next, I was going to get the Comfort Zone palette, the 6-pan, 8-pan palettes from Wet n Wild. I couldn't find them anywhere. Like, are they not making them anymore? I was kind of confused at that because I was just like, why aren't these in the drugstore? Why aren't these at Walmart? I didn't go to Target, but I'm like, really? Why can't I find these? But I did find the Walking on Eggshells trio. I did buy this once for a giveaway, but I've never owned it. Like, everyone talks about how this is like their standby staple, and I've never even tried it. So I figured it was time to give this a try, this nice little trio. So I'll just use this for a nice daytime look. I think this will be easy. This might be something good to put in my makeup bag because it's cheap and it'd be quick for just like an everyday look. Next, I got a L'Oreal product. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Eyeshadow in Amber Rush. If you haven't heard about this on YouTube, you must have been living under a rock for the past 3 years, because I have heard this talked about over and over and over again. And I don't know why I've yet to pick one up. I just haven't. But I just went ahead and got this one color. I almost got bronze taupe, but they kind of look similar in the jars. I was like, and I didn't really want to get any of the other brighter colors until I tried this out to see if I really liked the formula or not. Plus, I have a ton of other things, ColourPop and stuff, but I just thought, you know, this is something that I feel like I should at least try or have an experience with, so I can give recommendations, and also so I can give you guys some dupe possibilities. And I do want to do a half drugstore, half high-end makeup tutorial again. That was requested, and I have been thinking about that, so I need to put all these things to the test. I am currently doing my project palette on a bunch of high-end stuff, so I'll probably wait another week before I really dive into trying this stuff for you guys. But I really want to give it a good shot and see what kind of dupes I can find, so then I can do the makeup and show you kind of what is dupes, what isn't dupes, that kind of stuff. Okay, next is a Jordana Fabu liner. So I have the Stila Stay All Day liner. A lot of you guys have mentioned that this one was a really good one, that it didn't have the dry tip, which hopefully it doesn't. So we will give this a shot and see if it's any good, see if it's comparable, because I know the Stila is a lot more expensive. This was a couple dollars. That one's probably like $20, so a good investment to see if this would be a good dupe for that. Next, I got the Master Conceal by Face Studio Camouflage Concealer. I'm really curious to see if this compares to my Makeup Forever one at all. And I just got this in the color Light, but I've heard so many people rave about this and say that it's amazing, so I was like, well, I guess I'll give it a try, so we'll see how this one does. Okay, next I just got some products that I have heard good things about, but I think are either fairly new, and I did get two that were just kind of random purchases that I was like, well, I'll just see if these are good or not. But I've been really enjoying doing some winged liner like I have today. But I saw these from Jordana. They're the cat eye liner, and I hadn't heard of these, but it may just be that I haven't watched a video on them or I haven't seen them. They might have been around for a long time. I just didn't really know. But I decided to get some fun colors. I was like, that would be really fun for spring to do like a purple cat eye or do a blue turquoisey cat eye. So I got these in the shades Caribbean and Orchid, and because these are newer and I haven't seen them swatched, I don't know if you guys have seen them swatched. Let's just dive in. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's like a liquid. It's not like a pen. Okay, ooh, that is pretty bright. It does have some good pigment to it. Let's try out the purple. And you know what? While I'm doing this, I'm going to swatch the Amber Rush because I haven't even touched it yet, which is kind of amazing. So they are a little liquidy. It'll be interesting to see how these work. But there's the purple next to the blue. So we'll just see. Maybe it'd be fun just to top like a wing liner, just give it a little pop or something. Okay, I got to. Oh, I think I was opening upside down. Whew. Okay, so it has this little stopper thing that I've seen people say, don't throw that away. Oh, these are really buttery. Okay, yeah, it's a really pretty copper color. I think this would be a great lid color. I mean, people have been raving about this forever and ever and ever. So, all right. So next I got this L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. I got it in the color Blonde, and everyone has been raving about this, saying it's as good as the Brow Wiz from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't have the Brow Wiz. I have the Brow Pomade, but oh no, I bent it. All right, let's give this a little try. Ooh, it's like super mighty fine. And I've played with the Anastasia. I've just never actually owned it, but I did recommend it to somebody, and I've used it on them, other people, but I haven't used it on myself. Yeah, it's kind of a nice, it's a little bit of a, you know, you have to kind of press a little firm, so it's not like super creamy or just like gonna get all over the place. Let's see. Yeah, get a little brush strokes going on in there. I have this spot over here that's so hard to fill. It's my little bald spot. Not too shabby. Well, more to come from this. All right, and I have been seeing these things everywhere, the new CoverGirl palettes. I could only find the roses. Everything else was completely sold out. So I was like, well, I guess this is the one I'm getting. But I need to swatch this really quick. I'm so excited. It's like, brand new, yay. Of course, a lot of people have compared this to the Naked 3. Some say it dupes, some say it's not. I'll test it out, see what I think. Okay, let's go. Ooh, so the first color's creamy, nice kind of a matte. It's a little powdery, but not too bad. But you know, better than you would expect from CoverGirl. I guess they're kind of stepping up their game here. I like that there's, the reason why I like this too is that there was a matte shade in here to kind of blend out the crease. Ooh, that one's really pretty. Ooh, I love these like burgundy plummy tones. Ooh, yes. Sorry, not the best swatching in the world. Why do I like swatch it on the most awkward part on my arm ever? Like I should have swatched it on this side, and I swatched it on this side. Here are all the swatches. So there's the lightest shade, shimmer, matte. Got that nice bronzy rose gold, another matte, and then these three darker shades. Okay, I'm so excited to play around with this. I don't know, some of these are gonna have to be in my next project palette. I'll just have to see. I don't know, I got so much stuff. Next was a recommendation from Emily Noel 83, and this is the Mega Glow Wet n Wild Illuminating Palette. This is in Catwalk Pink. I really enjoyed her video because there were some things that I was thinking about getting that she was like, and so I was like, okay, saving my money there. It's so interesting because, I mean, any new product, like all of these, you can find people totally bashing them or totally loving on them. And it's honestly just so personal. You just kind of have to test it out and see for yourself. Look at this beauty. And this wasn't very expensive either. So overall, let's just give it a nice, oh, I kind of smeared them all. You get a nice kind of pinky highlight right there. There's the colors. Pretty, pretty. Should I throw some of it on? Yeah, let's do it. Let's go for these two lightest shades. Ooh, it's super powdery. Wow. Yeah, it is kicking up a lot of dust, so. I didn't break it, but I almost nearly did. My dropping issues are real. Super powdery, but I think overall it'll be really pretty. Okay, now the last thing that I got, I was super excited for because I have never seen these. Maybe I've been hiding under a rock. These are the Au Natural Wet n Wild palettes. I don't know if these are replacing the 6-pan or 8-pan or whatever pan palettes are the bigger ones, but these were the two palettes I had. They had Nude Awakening and Bare Necessities, and I got them both because they're like $5.50, and these are only available at Walmart, it said. So, and I did not see these at like the smaller grocery store type Walmart. It had to be like the big full-size Walmarts. This is where I found them. So these are, it says they're new, so maybe I am showing you something you haven't seen before. I don't know. We're gonna bust into these right now, ladies. Right now. Okay, whew. So this one is Nude Awakening, and let's just give it a little side by side to the roses, because you guys are thinking, oh, I just gouged it. Oh my gosh, guys, I just gouged my brand new shadows. I know you guys are thinking, ooh, that looks kind of like the roses. How are they similar? So here's these two side by side. They both have warm tones, but I'd say this one has more brown where this one just has the mauve, so something to keep in mind. Let's swatch it. Okay. Seeing, I'm kind of freaking out over here. This looks amazing. Now I will say the first time I tried to swatch this, I started swatching it and I realized that I had some of the highlighter swatches on, so I wiped it off with a wet wipe. So in full disclosure, my arm was slightly damp, which I think helped the pigment of these really pop. So they're not necessarily foiled, but my arm was a teeny bit damp, which helped the shadows just glide on. So this is really like everything you could need. This is like $5 from the drugstore. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived. This is amazing, okay? Okay, so this to me looks more like a Naked One kind of dupe. So let's get to swatching this. Alrighty, so there's all the swatches here, and I will say again that having a little bit of the dampness on my arm from the wet wipe really did help these pop. So they're, you know, kind of slightly foiled a little bit. So I think if you're going to be using them dry, I wouldn't expect that much pigmentation, but as far as like just getting them to glide on, like that was amazing. So this is the Bare Necessities one, so you can check those out. This one is a lot more just gold neutral tone. It does kind of have a rose gold, has some of those silvers and a black again. So again, great find from the drugstore. All right, so that is everything in my drugstore haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let me know if you guys would like to see an update in 2 to 3 weeks, and I can give you my thoughts on all these things, tell you if they're really holy grail or not. Until next time, I will see you later. Bye.